How's everybody doing? It's about 2 p.m. West Coast time on Wednesday. Um, I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background, man, but the trees around me all morning have been fully alive with different kinds of birds and tons of squirrels, uh, both of whom I think have been trying to drop things on me as I've been sitting out here for the last hour. They're quieting down a little bit, I think, probably because I'm speaking. Um, it's like when you're a content creator and you do things like watch Donald Trump's entire 72-minute speech from Davos, like I did this morning, and then go read some reaction pieces and some follow up pieces. That took a couple hours out of my morning, and I made a lengthy video about that. And then it's like, it really starts to settle in, and one of the things that I mentioned in that video, he's so just embarrassing. Like everything about him is embarrassing. And he's our representative on the world stage, and he's just an absolute shambolic mess. And we back here at home, it's like we have the right wing media, and we have all of these MAGA chuds who are like, "Yeah, he killed it. That was amazing. He showed those Europeans." And it's like Donald Trump is Donald Trump. He just is what he is, man. He is who he is. He's always been what he is. He's a greedy, dishonest, lying pervert, and only thinks about himself ever. We've known that. There's no surprise there. He's going to be gone someday, probably sooner than he would hope. I mean, he looked, his physical appearance, he had no energy at all, like none, no energy. His voice sounded raspy and weak. Mentally, cognitively, he's almost gone. Physically, he is just a fat mess. You almost got me with that one. Landed about 2 feet away. There's nothing better than hanging out here with all of my new neighbors up in the trees. Sorry, I got a phone call from Shahana, so I had to talk to her. But Donald Trump did not look well. He didn't look physically well. He's morbidly obese. His cognitive and mental situation, I mean, he went off on a rant during his Davos speech to these world leaders and billionaires and CEOs about how the only reason that Russia invaded Ukraine was because the 2020 election was rigged and stolen from him. He said that out loud. I watched it. And that that prosecutions are coming. Prosecutions are coming. He didn't mention Jack Smith's indictment of him for his role in trying to steal the 2020 election. He didn't mention the RICO case that Fani Willis had brought against him and 18 co-defendants for trying to steal the 2020 election in Georgia. But it was so, it's like I watched that speech and I watched some reaction stuff and I read some follow-up pieces and I made a video about it, and then I made some lunch, and then I was just like, then it just kind of it settles in, and I just had to lie down. It settles in, it's like, this is where we're at, man. This is where we're at. And yesterday marked 1 year of 4. So, but hey, at least Usha Vance is pregnant, and Stephen Miller's wife is pregnant. I saw somebody commented on one of V's videos from Under the Desk News. Did Usha fall asleep on the couch? Oh man, but it's like, and I've been sick for a week, and so it's like my brain's not exactly firing on all cylinders, and my thought processes are not at the top of their game, shall we say. But so when that happens, I come sit out here and I listen to the birds and the squirrels as they throw food at each other, and occasionally at me. I mean, before I started recording, I was just kind of sitting here looking out over the woods, and some kind of a nut landed right on the top of my head. So I can't figure out if they like me or not, or if they're just kind of testing me, to see if I'm going to be like a good neighbor. But, they'll pick up sooner or later that I'm an animal person and that I love all of you guys. I love all the little animals that I see out here, except for the mountain lion that I saw walking through the clearing a couple weeks ago. Just chilling out, walking through at a leisurely pace, and that thing was massive. It was very, very large. And yeah, so, Tanner and Lola don't understand why I keep them on leash the whole time when we're outside up here. They just look at me like, what's going on, man? And I'm like, no, you guys don't understand. There are lots of things up here that will eat you. It makes them cranky. But, I mean, it took Donald Trump a year to make it globally embarrassing and shameful to be an American. Shameful and embarrassing. I mean, along with malevolent incompetence. I think those are the 4 words that I would use to describe Donald Trump's presidency so far. Shameful, embarrassing, malevolent incompetence. I don't know. I hope we make it through this. I'm finding it hard to feel hopeful. So I guess we'll find out.